Hello, and welcome to this edition of Mornings. I'm Eric Jessberger.
And I'm Kira Crosby. Today is Friday, January 19th, 2018, a B-Day here at North Penn and Eagle Spirit Day. Mr. Brumball is back to test your knowledge in this week's Brumball Challenge. Let's take a look at your question. What American author, who is often considered the father of modern short story, was born on January 19th, 1809? Remember to tweet your answer at NPTV using the hashtag Brumball.
During the Martin Luther King holiday, members of SGA came into the high school for a day of service. Members of SGA helped sand the walls of North Penn to prep for painting that needs to be done in the near future. We'd like to say thank you to the SGA for spending part of their day off working at the high school. Did you show your Growlfit spirit yesterday? Or if you did, do you know the background behind the Growlfit? North Penn News reporter Anissa Gardizzi breaks down the background and the reasoning behind the Growlfit. Let's take a look.
The Growlfit. For most people, Growlfit Day is that one time a year you break out your gray sweatpants and your gray sweatshirt. But for some people, it's a way of everyday life. Recently, the color gray has been trending, and there are many reasons why that's happening. I sat down with AP Psychology and Physiology teacher, Mr. Robert McCreary, to talk about why people wear certain colors.
You know, on the sociology side, color has always had a lot to do with the social class that you're in. For many, many centuries, color has been associated with more wealth because people who were wealthier could purchase the fancier fabrics and the dyes that would go into the fabric, whereas the poor peasants, the farmers, really had to just rely on the natural colors.
I was surprised to find out that the associations with the color gray still resonate today.
If someone wants to present a greater image of wealth, they often will gravitate towards more colors. And you walk around the malls and you see some of the brands like Vera Bradley or Lily Pulitzer, or a lot of the kids like to wear the Vineyard Vines. Well, they're all very pastel colored, very bright colors, but they cost more. And so we still see remnants of that. And so sometimes people will just naturally like certain colors, but sometimes people will like to project almost more of more prestige.
However, the history behind wearing certain colors because of your social class can sometimes flip-flop and be the opposite.
There are some people who maybe fall on the lower socioeconomic levels who want to project a greater image of wealth and make people treat them differently because they think they're more wealthy. But then you also get times in history where wealthy people are not as highly respected, like during a down economy, during a depression. And so rich people say, well, maybe I shouldn't flaunt my wealth if so many people are struggling, and so I'll kind of downplay it and wear more grays.
Social classes aside, the color gray has almost always meant conforming or blending in.
In World War II, a lot of the men went off and wore uniforms, and they all looked the same because they're in the military. And then after the war, they came home and got into the business world, and you would see a sea of gray suits walking down to off the train and so forth, and that was kind of just another way of just conforming so that nobody would really stand out.
Whether we wear the color gray as a subconscious indicator of our social class, because it's comfortable or because it's trending, there's a lot more to the color gray than you would think. Anissa Gardizzi, North Penn Television.
Sign-ups for SG's annual Wing Bowl start on Monday, and it's only $25 per 5-person team. This year's prizes will be given out to the top 2 teams and the best dressed team. All preliminary rounds will take place in the senior cafeteria. And for the first time in the Wing Bowl history, the final round will take place on the basketball court between the girls and boys doubleheader against Souderton on Friday, February 2nd. Not excited yet? You will be after this.
This is probably the greatest thing I've ever accomplished in my entire life.
I concur. This probably is the greatest thing Marcel's ever accomplished in his life.
Mara Slater is here with the lowdown to bring us up to speed with everything at North Penn. Are you predicting the Eagles win this weekend, Mara?
Well, I'm hoping they win, but let's get right into the lowdown. Next Saturday, the Harlem Wizards are once again traveling to North Penn High School for a rematch against the North Penn Dream Team, which includes North Penn's own Dr. Bauer and Mr. Leibowitz. The evening promises to be an immensely entertaining event that is open for audience of all ages. Tickets are $12 and for online purchase only. Be sure to visit www.npenn.org to purchase your tickets. Also, the Thespians will be auditioning eligible performers for the 19th annual Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS Knights of the Arts Gala. The event takes place on Thursday, February 15th. To audition, you must send a YouTube link of your act to Mrs. Roney's email address by Wednesday, January 24th at 3 o'clock. That's all for this week's Lowdown. I'm Mara Slater, and let's send it back to the desk.
Thanks, Mara. Hey, Eric, are your bocce ball skills up to par?
Not since this summer at the beach.
Well, North Penn's newest unified bocce ball team challenges Dr. Bauer in this week's Battle for Power with Dr. Bauer.
Let's take a look to see if Dr. Bauer can continue his win streak.
Look at that throw. Oh, that one might be in play.
All right, so the score got 2 points.
All right, Melissa, you're going down. Okay. Oh, shoot. No, man. Oh, man. You won.
All right, North Penn, my name's Dr. Bauer, and for the first time, I lost a challenge, so this makes me now 2-1. I would appreciate it if all of you come out in 2 weeks to support our Unified Sports Bocce Ball team after school on January 30th so we can show this community how much we support our student athletes. Thanks for watching, everybody.
This morning we had Mr. Monero at the roundtable with the members of National Honor Society to tell you about this week's upcoming blood drive. How are you doing this morning, Mr. Monero?
I'm doing great, Eric, and I'll tell you guys one thing. If I was a betting man, which I'm not, because betting is not that great, you know, I would have put my money on Melissa and that bocce thing any day of the year, all right? And I will continue. I'll bet on Noah over Dr. Bauer bocce ball. Come on. All right, good morning, North Penn. We are here today with members of the National Honor Society to talk about an upcoming blood drive. All right, so Nafisa, Leo, we have this great event. All right, every time North Penn has a chance to give blood, it's great because we have so many people. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it? When is it? How do we sign up?
Yeah, so it's going to be on February 9th in the Aux Gym, and you want to talk about the sign-up now?
Yeah, so sign-ups start on Monday, next Monday, from January 22nd until the following Thursday on February 1st.
Okay, and when is the actual event itself?
February 9th.
All right, what do we have to know in order to be eligible to sign up?
To sign up, you're going to need a consent form regardless of what age you are. and those forms are going to be passed around during lunch. Officers are going to have them. And then there are also extra forms outside Ms. Lewandowski's room in 822.
Okay, what else, Leo? What didn't we cover?
So our signups are all going to be online at redcrossblood.org.
Redcrossblood.org.
And our slips are going to have all the information on that. So.
All right, outstanding. So if a lot of people give blood, we're going to save a lot of lives. It's a great way to go. Maybe some of that blood can get sent to Minnesota. The Vikings might need some after this week. It's probably a good idea. So it's February 9th in the Aux Gym. Sign-ups the 22nd through February 1st. Online, redcrossblood.org, consent form, and then we're good to go, right?
Yep.
All right, great stuff. Anything else coming up in NHS we should know about?
Well, actually, at the blood drive, students need to make sure they have photo ID on the day of their donation, and they got to eat food and drink lots of fluids.
All right, sounds like a plan. NHS Blood Drive coming up on February 9th right here at North Penn High School. Have a great weekend, everybody. Go Birds, and we'll kick it back to the desk.
Thanks, Mr. Monero. With the Vikings meeting the Eagles in the NFC Championship game on Sunday, we want to know, who do you think will win and advance to the 52nd Super Bowl? Let's see who your classmates think the outcome will be on this edition of the Question of the Week.
Eagles are gonna win 21-14. The Eagles will lose.
They're gonna lose. The Eagles are gonna lose.
I don't like the Eagles.
Steelers.
Eagles 3.
Wait, who's playing?
Eagles 3, Vikings 2.
Eagles got the dub.
13-10, Philadelphia Eagles.
They're gonna win. My score is 32-14.
Birds by 150.
Eagles are going all the way.
Okay, wait, hold on, let me think. I support the Eagles. Who are they playing? The Saints? Vikings? Eagles gonna win 28-25.
Eagles 7, Vikings 0. That's it.
Nick Foles is the GOAT, so he's gonna throw 5 touchdowns, and we're gonna catch that dub.
Go Birds!
Did you tweet your answer at NPTV for this week's Brumble Challenge? Let's check in with Mr. Brumble himself for the answer.
Hey, welcome back. The answer you've all been waiting for. The author, widely considered the father of the modern short story and master of horror, was Edgar Allan Poe, who was born today. Bet you didn't know that? Now you do. Quote the Raven, nevermore.
The winner of this week's Brumble Challenge is @FreshMika. That's all we have for this edition of Mornings. I'm Kira Crosby.
And I'm Eric Jessberger. We leave you today with another reason why we love North Penn. During our last Eagles Spirit Day, we raised $850 for Chris Long's foundation and got a little Twitter love for number 56 last night. Here's hoping we can have another Eagles Spirit Day 2 Fridays from now. Have a great day, North Penn, and go Eagles.